So after a long wait, Descendants 4 has finally released. I never watched any of the Descendants movies when they were in their prime. The stuff they made just wasn't something that I really liked. But I did watch the Descendants movies about 2 or 3 years ago, and I kind of like them and kind of don't like them. There are parts that I like and parts that I don't like. I'll just say the movies probably aren't for me, though I can definitely see why people would like them. Now, I did watch this movie, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't that bad. The plot of the movie is that Uma has taken over, being the principal of Oradon Prep, and she's inviting Red, the daughter of the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts takes Red to school, and she ambushes everybody to take over the kingdom. And then Red and Cinderella's daughter, Chloe, have to go back in time to stop Red's mother from being evil. They find out she was actually a really nice person, but somebody did the worst thing ever. They pulled a prank on her in high school at Castle Coming, and she had to start being an evil malice to the entire world. That part is honestly kind of stupid and funny. She gets pranked once in high school, and then all of a sudden she just goes on a wild rampage chopping off people's heads. But Red and Chloe stop this from happening, and now the Queen of Hearts is good. I would like to talk about the plot, but later. First, I want to talk about the music of the movie, because it's a Descendants movie. Of course there's going to be music. Now, the first few songs that played really weren't my favorite, and I kind of got a bad first impression. I was like, oh, this is how the songs are going to be throughout the movie? But the songs do get better, and I think that my favorite one is Get Your Hands Dirty. I think that's the name of it. It sounds like a Sophia the First song to me, and I really loved Sophia the First whenever I was younger. So it was just pretty great to hear something that sounded like something from the show. Another one is Perfect Revenge, which it was okay. It definitely wasn't my favorite, but I did like the camera movements throughout the song, and I just thought it was interesting. Honestly, the songs in the last part of the movie were pretty good, and the last one was okay. I do think that the one at the beginning, though, where it was Love Ain't It, they just kept repeating it too many times and just kind of got monotonous and boring, and it just didn't feel very interesting at all. Also, the songs at the beginning felt really awkward. They just kind of happened in really awkward places. There was a song after one song, and it just the songs were not in good places in the first half of the film. Near the end, it did get a lot better, and the songs were spaced out better. There was a song to bring Chloe and Red to work together and stuff, and I just think that they got along way too fast. Because in one verse, Chloe is oh, we're never gonna work together, it's never gonna work, maybe we can't do this, and then right after that she says, or maybe we could work together and get things right and stuff like that. And it just happened way too fast. The song from the third Descendants movie was Watch Your Back or something like that. That one was way better in getting the two groups, Uma's and Mal's, to work together. Now I'm going to move away from the songs and talk about the plot. As I've already mentioned, I do think that the whole I got pranked in high school, so then I turned into the evil Queen of Hearts part is just kind of stupid. And from the start of the movie, there was this one exchange between Cinderella and the Queen of Hearts, where the Queen of Hearts is all mad and upset, and she really hates Cinderella, and Cinderella is Bridget, it was just a prank. And from that, I was oh, something bad must have happened between Cinderella and the Queen of Hearts. That's why she hates her so much, and why Cinderella said that. But as it turns out, Uliana, who is Ursula's little sister, pulled the prank on Bridget. Because Bridget made these cupcakes with flamingo feathers on them, and Uliana took all of them, and she ate all of them, and turned into half of a flamingo, and she got embarrassed in front of the whole school. So she decides to make a cupcake so that whenever she gives it to Bridget at Castle Coming, it'll turn her into this gross looking witch thing, and she'll be the one that gets embarrassed in front of the whole school. I was thinking that Cinderella pulling the prank would be the big twist or something like that. But nope, it doesn't matter at all. That exchange, it does not matter, because Uliana is the one that pulls the prank, and Red and Chloe are able to stop her getting the evil cookbook from Merlin's office before she and her little group of villains can do it. Also, the scene while they were in Merlin's office, it just felt like it went for way too long. It should have been shorter, in my opinion. So the movie didn't really feel all too complete whenever it ended, because I was like, that's it? I really thought that Cinderella would be the one to do it, even though she and Bridget were friends. I thought Cinderella just like pull a stupid little prank on her or something like that. I don't know. But it didn't happen. I do realize that not everybody probably thought that same thing, so maybe I just feel like the movie was incomplete because I thought that Cinderella pulled the prank. And maybe if they shortened the beginning just a little bit, they would have had more time for the, like, near the end of the movie. Because in the beginning, there was just like this whole exposition dump recapping everything that happened in the past third movies between Uma and the fairy godmother, who I believe are the only people from the original movies to return. Speaking of them, I would like to talk about the characters next. Uma and the fairy godmother weren't very involved in the movie, but I still liked it when they were on screen. But where was Harry? I really wished Harry's actor came back. I've always liked Captain Hook as a character, and I did like Harry in the original Descendants movies. I liked Red's character of finding out that she's not actually as bad as her mom, and she can be good, and she is her own person, because she keeps calling herself bad when she's really not bad. And Chloe learning to get her hands dirty and figuring things out when everybody else is playing dirty and not everybody is going to be playing fair. It's just interesting, especially with how she deals with this version of her mom that she's never really seen before. There weren't really any characters I disliked except one. I don't remember his name because I just disliked him so much, but he was like a wolf or something, and it was this guy, and I just disliked him so much. He was the stupid kind of comic relief character, I think, and everything he said just fell flat. But that's all I have to say. I didn't hate the movie, but I probably won't be watching it again. It feels like a lot of things were set up, but there wasn't much payoff, if that makes sense. Not to mention that Red and Chloe didn't really even have to stop Liliana at all, because whenever she opened the book, it would freeze someone who had bad intentions with using it, so Merlin would have caught them anyway. But those are just my thoughts and opinions, and I'd like to hear yours in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.